May I ask you a question? Do you believe there is excellence inside of you? That was weak. I didn't ask you if you thought your neighbor had excellence, but do you believe there's excellence inside of you? Well, then why do you shrink back? Why do you play small? Why do you dim your light? Why do you compare yourself to the person on either side of you? If you believe that there's excellence inside of you. So I'm going to ask you again, do you really believe there's excellence inside of you? All right. My name is Michelle Edelen, and I am the excellence engineer. And I work with women, and I help you to own and activate all of the excellence that's inside of you. You do believe you have it inside of you, right? Let me tell you just a little bit about me. Grew up in a wonderful family. Grew up in a family with very accomplished parents and watched them grow and navigate the space that they were working in. And it was in a time when, during that time, people of color were not having a whole lot of success. But I watched my parents be very successful. I watched my older brother become a licensed pilot by the time he was 21. So I can't say that my environment caused me to not know that I had excellence inside of me. In my neighborhood, in zip code 27610, they're watching me right now. We had doctors and we had lawyers and we had principals and politicians and we had dentists and we had very accomplished people. But for a short time in my life, I lost sight of my excellence. I wasn't sure if it was still there. I got the job and the promotion and the title and the salary, but I wasn't quite sure for a short time in my life if the excellence was still there. And so I had to go to my source. I had to go to my source, God. And I said, what is this? Why is this happening? Why am I feeling this? And he took me to Romans 12:2. And this, for some of y'all, this might be the hip hop translation. You can go find the King James for yourself. But what it said to me was, stop focusing on everything and everybody around you and focus on me. Don't conform to what you see and what you hear, but you do it the way I've told you to do it. You keep your eyes on me. You focus on me and believe this. I will mature you into who and what you are supposed to be. I said, well, come on now. We got something to work with here. And so God gave me the strategy. He gave me what to use to help myself all those years ago. And now I use that as a coach, as a mentor, as a transformational speaker to help women understand that you have to own the excellence that is inside of you. And what I mean by own it is you have to say, this is my design. And this is who I am, and I'm okay with it. And then you have to activate it. I help you learn how to activate it. That means, baby, you got to do some work. There's some things that you're going to have to do. You can't sit and wait for it to rain down like manna from on high. That's not going to happen again. I'm going to let you go to the King James Version again and find all that. That's not going to happen again. You're going to have to go do some work. So these are 3 things I want to share with you. The first thing you need to do is define it. You have to define what is holding you. You have to define what is causing you to shrink back. You have to define what it is that's keeping you from seeing yourself as excellence. I didn't say excellent. You have to see yourself as excellence. Everybody talking about securing the bag. I'm not worried about securing the bag. I'm the bag. Because I am excellence. Second thing is you have to decide it. You have to decide that you're going to activate that excellence and do the work that is necessary. As your coach, I'll work right there with you. I will hold you unapologetically accountable for what you say you want to accomplish and what you want to do. But at the end of the day, you have to do the work. Number 3, you got to do it. Let me say that again. You got to do it. You got to stop talking about it. You got to stop texting and tweeting and posting about it. And you got to do it. You're going to either be about it or you're going to talk about it. But you have got to do it. Define it. Somebody say define it. Decide it. Say decide it. And do it. Say do it. Now, is that what you're going to do? Because if you believe that there's excellence inside of you, then that is exactly what you will do. And when you do those 3 things, you will begin to do what I refer to as flowing in excellence. Flow in excellence. F is for faith. You got to believe in something bigger than you. In Rick Warren's book, The Purpose-Driven Life, the very first sentence of the very first paragraph of the very first chapter says, it's not about you. You got to believe in something bigger than you. L, you have to leverage every single asset that you have. God has given you assets. When he created you, he put the excellence on the inside of you. And that excellence is what you have to use. You've got to do something with what you've been given. You have to leverage it. O is for the opportunities. Opportunities come our way every single day. What do we do with them? Do we do like the children of Israel and let the manna fall from heaven and waste on the ground? Or do we grab it and we seize every opportunity and we make it work for us? And then the W is wisdom. Now, where I grew up, again, is zip code 27610, Raleigh, North Carolina. Yes. We call that street sense. You know that stuff that you don't learn in a book, you don't learn in college, you don't learn from reading, but you learn it just from living and walking the streets and knowing how to navigate different spaces. You got to have wisdom, and you have to use that wisdom. And when you put all that together, you will begin to flow in excellence. If you are ready to flow in excellence, if you are ready to flow in excellence, connect with me at michelleedelen.com. I'll help you, I'll coach you, I will mentor you, and show you exactly what you need to do. Blessings and peace to all of you.